have to comply with. Like, wait for me there. We have to this and that. Okay. I don't want to get into details that are completely uninteresting to everybody else. So we're going to be focusing on a few rapids, on a few, I don't know, Crazy House World Championship qualifier. That is like 3-2, you know, like 3-2. So I don't know about that. I may try maybe once, maybe twice. Can't promise I'm going to do it. But what I could say is that if you guys gather around and we can look at your rapid that you played and we can just discuss it. Other than that, let's go with this. I've tried now 15 minutes and 10-second increment. I think I put the right title, right? It was related to leeches.org. All right, if there's no 1510 availability now, we're gonna go towards 10 plus 5. So let's see if we got something here. 10 plus 5 then. Hey, dude, we haven't. Gosh, I didn't even put that, so I can't see my TikTokers. I can't see the messages via TikTok. So you guys gonna be pardoning me after this game. I have to do a couple of settings on the browser here because I've got to make sure I'm able to reading my TikTokers and stuff. I mean, they could see the stream, but I cannot read their messages. So you say I gotta open up a very different tab in order to seeing them. So I can't push, right? Let's just develop stuff. Okay. Takes. Okay, so fine. Okay then. Going to this pawn. Oh, back. Back with the knight. They gonna take here. They ain't good. Much over rushing. Okay, let's see. Now, after this thing happens, they probably might be playing queen. And I might be pushing f4. Yeah, but then they do no, they're gonna be moving. Then I take, then I this, that. Okay, perhaps. What about f4? Maybe. Maybe. Let's just play this. Anyway, let's see if I can grab that guy on d5 sooner or later. We'll see that. So after this game, I'm gonna go and try to fix the messages on TikTok, which I do not see. I'm not able to seeing them. So my apologies for this, guys. I should have prepared that tab already. So I can't see now any stuff on Tik and Black has to play. I suppose they're going to be developing something like this Bishop on F8 probably going to be developed. I'm going to cancel, I guess. When this guy moves, when the knight on d4 moves, queen just hits the d5 pawn. So yeah. So let's see how he or she chose to play now. Black's done. They take their time. Fine. Castles. Right away castle. Check. They're gonna block. Knight. Something. Ultimately, we do attack this. All right. Got an idea though. Why? My bishop 7 takes. Takes. Hmm. Do you know something? Just go with this bishop on f4. I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea. Not that I want to take the knight or anything, but I'm just developing a piece of the background. Of course, they weren't supposed to capture. And let's just get more stuff in action. A rook on a semi or open file, I think it's very beneficial. If you get a chance, get the rook on open files. Just activation of the pieces. Perhaps c3, perhaps queen b3, maybe queen a4, stuff like this. So c3, don't think that's a very bad move in principle. Playing the knight, I don't want to play the knight. c3 makes sense. Does make sense. What else? This guy here, bishop f3. They're gonna play bishop e6, maybe. I'm not fully convinced. Let's just play this one for the time being. Allowing some queen, you know. We'll see where the wind carries. Maybe queen b3, you know. Keep an eye on the d5, keep an eye on the b7. Probably works. Discourages black if they want to play nice c4, say, bishop takes, pawn takes, and queen takes. Maybe. Anyway, queen b3, I think it's a good idea. Rook a c1, another one of those always good stuff to try. Queen now plays after the b2, you say. So I could do rook b, or I could do queen c2. So I could do one of these. Yeah, good having you, pal. Good to stopping by. So queen c2 would be an option here, I guess, if they do bishop f. Well, they can't do bishop f5 because you're going to take straight away. Rook b1, yeah, I guess. I guess we can. Queen c2 makes sense. Gotta tell you, maybe. Rook b1, again, I don't think that's a bad move, rook b1. b4, let me think about b4. b4. What does that do? Well, eliminates the weakness. There's no more weakness on b. So, grabs a bit of space. Okay, b4, maybe. You know, maybe. I don't want to have a weakness on b2. I don't want to. Queen c2 also hits a little bit the h7. So, yes, let me think. Queen c2, queen c. I don't think it's bad, queen c2. I really don't think it's bad. It cannot be bad. But after queen c2, the guy gonna play this, then they're gonna get the rook over to the c file, you see. So it's a bit of funny. Not sure what to say. Let's just play rook a b1. Sorry. Well, thank you too for stopping by, people. Thank you for like, follow, subscribe. That's good stuff. Keeps the stream going on, and it's a very direct encouragement of the nature of the stream we're doing here together, guys. So, Gambi, after this one, if you want to analyze a rapid that you personally played, let me know. Copy and paste the PGN, and I'm happily looking into. All right. Now, what is next? Well, that's a good question. What should I? Well, I don't know yet. Let me think. Queen D, connecting rooks and stuff, preparing some, maybe bishop G5. If the guy plays this, attacks queen on twice here, well, I mean, I could take, right? Maybe. Should I play here? Knight takes, bishop takes. How bad can that be? I don't think it's bad. I don't think it is. We'll see about that. It's complex. Hello, chess nerd. Thanks for visiting, my friend. Well, Gumby, what can I say? If it gives you a slightest conceptual satisfaction, then I'm happy to hearing that, my friend. Okay. Feel free to. Bishop e6, reinforcing the pawn on d. Okay, so I can't get that pawn now. Should I go back? Not a move I'm very proud of, but no idea. Don't know. Should I just play this thing? How bad is it? 1-2, 1-2. See about that. What about this? Hitting the queen. I might be getting then the bishop on d4. you know, all sorts of interesting thoughts I'm having. Bishop e3. Okay, they have to move the queen. This is a must. And then we're going to play eventually bishop d4, looking towards the, you know, uh, probably. Can they play knight c4 often? No, they can't. They're losing queen, for Christ's sake. So they have to move the queen to safety. Well, they could do this. Like a move with tempo, checking the white king. Then I'm taking back with the bishop. And okay, I suppose it's playable. Well, chess nerd, if you're a chess nerd, you will be able to evaluate this one very briefly and accurately. Okay, so let's go back to what we said. Bishop d4, and knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes. I think it's doable, I guess. I could play this stuff back. I mean, I could. And then going queen and try. That's another venture. That's another idea. Or I could go this way. I'm not sure yet. There's a couple of things happening, so I'm not fully ultra convinced. Yeah, perhaps. Do I really want to take that bishop? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna get my guy back. Just leave him there, like leave the knight there like a little bit forever. I'm gonna leave the knight on d4 a bit forever. Let's see. We gotta figure out something else. Perhaps queen d2. Perhaps bishop g5. Perhaps I'm gonna take on f6 and give them some very bad pawn structure defending the black king, which is not that much defended after all. If this were to happen. Okay. They move the bishop now. Interesting. Do I play this? They do this. I do this. They take. I don't know what to say. Should I probe into this a bit? Knight takes, bishop takes. Should I? Yeah, what the heck. Yeah, why not? But wait a minute. I'm gonna get a bishop there. That is c6. Oh, sugar. Then I'm gonna go back. And then I'm gonna go here. There's all sorts. Yeah, there you are. That's exactly what I thought you're gonna do. Bishop c6. Now, the bishop is currently blocked by its own pawn. So let's keep it like this. Is the guy want to do threefold repetition? Because the guy is 2244. I'm gonna tell you something. The guy is 2244. So I'm gonna be a little bit uncreative and unspectacular and incredibly tedious and boring. So I'm gonna go for a threefold repetition. Alex, if you want to do it, yeah. It's good to having intuition, I guess, Chestnut, but oh yeah, he goes for threefold repetition. Blimey. Yeah, let's do it. Sure, threefold repetition. He's like 120 points ahead of me, so I'll gladly do this, but no. No, he doesn't want to just do that. Doesn't want it. So, I'm not crazy take because the guy gonna take and then he's gonna have the 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 dream, the bishop dream. So I ain't gonna do that. So we have to play differently. This one, maybe. I don't want to give them the bishop though. So maybe bishop c. I'm not sure. I don't know yet. I don't know. With this, you know, then the guy takes. Perhaps. Perhaps. And then I'll take. Perhaps. And then you're gonna play this. Perhaps. I mean, you know, what can you do? This one, let's say it is possible though. This. I'd rather go bishop d3 because I want to look towards h7, you see. So, okay, let's do this. Yeah, I like to dream about bishop c2, queen d3, and just simply checkmate if I'm given a chance. Also, I've got a knight f5. If he takes, I'm happily taking back with the bishop. So now if they take, I take back with the bishop. The bishop on c6, the black bishop, the light square black bishop on c6 is incredibly bad. Well, it is bad on c6. And if he goes on d7 again, is kind of like so-and-so. And this one is not usable by my opponent just yet because the queen is there. I'm going to take him straight away. Mm. All right, chess nerd, dude. When did you create your Lee Chess account, you say? How old is it? I hope you didn't create it like 1 week ago, right? I mean, just saying. I'm just asking. I don't know. Maybe you play since 2010. Double attack on this e3 square. I can see. I could definitely see that. This one, what will happen though? Nah, too much pressure here, perhaps. No, that's not that bad after. Let me think. What about just simply a checkmate? I mean, what do you think about a checkmate? Threat. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about checkmate threat. Excellent. Very well. Very well. Chestnut sounds like incredibly good and legit. Yeah, 5 years. Top man. Queen h5, going for h7. They play g6, right? So where do I go? Well, somewhere. Like h6 something. Well, you can't have them, like, you can't have them all. What about this now? Getting funky. What about this? What about the guy takes? Well, I take. They take, I take again. It's interesting. Really, but if I play this, they're going to push this guy. They do. They are going to push. Pretty sure. Let's go with a. Let me think again. Hey, I'm running out of time. The heck am I doing? Running out of time. 2 minutes 20. Is there any increment? Yeah, it is. Bang, boom. Well, just somewhere, I guess. Like, like, okay. I have to. Yeah, let's go here for now. Okay, we're getting there. Well, I have to move the queen again. But where? Question. Here? Here? Well, let's see what they do. Nah, he gonna play some rooks and stuff. Wait a minute. Here? Interesting. Yeah, place. Let him try some stuff. Although he may attacking the queen with tempo, that is. So it's something I gotta be careful with. We'll see about that. See about that. Okay, let's see. I'll tell you what the issue is for white here primarily. The issue is the time. So, oh yeah, and I can't see the messages incoming via TikTok. So I apologize for this guy. I can't see the TikTok now. I have to open up the tab with the TikTok Live Monitor Center, something like that. So after this one, you're gonna pardon me for 10 seconds. I gotta put that tab on because I can't see nothing in terms of messages. This is that. I don't know what he plays. If he pushes f6, I think beneficial for white because he weakens the king's defenses. Also, I have to pay a little bit of attention to my back rank. Probably I have to move some of my guys like h45. I don't think that's a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea. As long as the bishop on c6 stays completely inactive, this is very good stuff for white. So that would be the biggest dream here for white. If black takes on d4, that would be the biggest ever dream. But no, I tried. Nah. Now let's take straight away, saving ourselves a couple of seconds here. And whoa. Wait a bloody second. Why? Yeah, what the heck not? Maybe, yeah. Then I'll try something like this. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, I thought about that. Let's get where? Get here. Is there any problemo? Oh, I gotta be careful. Now, that's a stuff. Maybe it's goodish. Keep an eye on the F a little bit. He could do stuff. I don't know what. He could do stuff. I gotta be careful. Again, time is not that great. Time is not my friend in this game. He wanna bloody trade everything now. Ay, he wanna trade now. You know, that's just... disheartening for me. I could just go here so that he don't take, but it's disheartening, I'm telling you. Oh no, he takes with freaking check. He takes on e3 with check. I can't take on f7. Jesus Christ. He takes with check. So I don't have queen f7 after all. That was bad. That was bad. That was just bad. Very bad. That ain't good. That's not good. Mm-mm. No. No, no, and no. Bad evaluation. So queen f4 didn't actually threaten queen f7 because queen e3 was a check with tempo. So probably I should have played rook e1 defending, or yeah, I should have played probably something like that. Anyway. Anyway. He got a bishop pair. Now he trades off the whole damn stuff. He attacks me and us and this pawn implicitly, so now I don't know what I'm playing. I might be trying this, but I go here, he takes here regardless. So I have to play some awful stuff. So yeah, okay, that's not great. It ain't. He goes for the weaknesses now. He goes for every single weakness he can see. He gonna grab this guy and the game is done. I played a mistake. I should have defended. I should have defended d3. Yeah, I should have. I should have. I should have. Now if we do this, the guy takes, so I can't even try it. I mean, nothing to do, I guess. Yeah, it don't work now. I should have defended e3, so now it's just simply collapsing the whole position. And after he takes, he moves, he pushes this guy, he gets a lot of power attacking. Yeah, doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. Now he plays this. That's it. Let's resign. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Let's resign. Let me look a little bit. Let me go back to that particular moment when the queen e3 had happened. Here. So after queen e7, you don't play queen f4. Now this is actually the last mistake that happened, the last big mistake. It might have been others too, but this one is the last mistake. So you don't play queen f4. I play queen f4 because I was saying the guy can't move, because if he moves, I take f7. But when they take e3, they actually do check. So I'm in check. So I can't do a damn thing. So what's supposed to happen here? I guess either this or this. I guess rook f3. So yeah, something like rook f3. Rook f3, rook e1, one of these two. No, sorry, queen takes, rook takes, then something. I don't know which one. So queen takes, rook takes, then some king defending or rook defending or something like this. I don't see any other stuff to do. Also, queen takes e3 is to be considered. That might have been a thing. Then, of course, rook gains a tempo, getting the e file. I have to move the queen then. I don't know where just yet. I have to figure out something. Maybe queen d2. The guy plays rook e. Then I'm going to go rook e1. Maybe. He still got a bishop here. He got a bishop on c6. That doesn't do a great deal. Yeah. I think it's playable. Sort of. It might be roughly equal. I'm not fully convinced it's equal, but anyway. Let's find out. Let's find out a bit more. Queen f4. Meh. Still not okay because of that extra pawn that they have. Knight e3. Takes. Takes. Yeah, no, that was just very well played. That was very well played. Okay. Mm-hmm. Queen takes c7, of course. Queen takes c7, rook e7, knight c6, says the engine. Queen f4 is bad. Is bad. Is absolutely losing on the spot because queen e3 takes with tempo. Let me try go back a bit. So queen g5, knight takes, rook takes. So queen e3 even slightly better. Slightly. Queen f4, rook e1, rook e1, yeah, rook e1 too. So you got no issue with the e3 anymore. Queen goes twice. Queen f4. That's a mistake. This is a very bad move. This is a blunder. Absolute downright blunder. Takes and takes. Yeah. Nice one. Good game. Let me see how many blunders I did. Let me see how many blunders I played. Blunder in the end, at least. So, yeah. In the end, that was the blunder. The queen f4. For sure. 2 blunders because of that pawn in the middle. 2 inaccuracies, 2 blunders. At least. The other fella performed just 2 inaccuracies, 3 mistakes. Yeah. But my 2 blunders were too costly after all. So queen, yeah, that was a blunder. Of course, queen f4. And the first blunder was that. Yeah, well, in the end, all the blunders happen in the end. Rook c1. Yeah, well, it's already done here. So it doesn't even matter what you're playing. Yeah, okay, rook f2. Just pretend you're doing something. But even rook f2 is not that great. Rook f2, rook e7 is not that great anymore. It's already done here. Probably rook e1. But that's a weakness. The pawn on e3 is definitely a weakness. Okay. So, I'm not playing the 3-2. That one, that would be too fast, I guess. Chestnut, where's your... You said you've sent some what? Something like following, like something? Okay, I'll follow you back. In the meantime, I need to fix the TikTok center live monitor, guys. So I'm gonna bring about the messages from our TikTokers. So bear with me a second whilst I operate this stuff. Where is it? Okay. So window capture. So let me do some TikTok live monitor center here, fellas. Okay, I gotta open up another tab here. TikTok live monitor center, something like that. So I can see what my friends on TikTok saying. If they even attended. Yeah, we got Sam and Taro. Well, it's acceptable. Yosako. Yeah, I'm reading now messages from my TikTokers friends. I knew that because there's a bunch of friends on TikTok. They probably the most active, the most present fellas. I mean, not just saying that the YouTubers aren't, but that's okay. So we good now. I open up that live sentence stuff. So let's get back on business. Let's do a 1 minute first. Let's see how it goes with that, and then we're gonna go to rapids. So where are you? What's your username again? Remind me the username, Mister. Just not. Okay, so I'm able to actually reading the messages on TikTok if I remind myself to changing the tabs. Then going back to just a talk. So, but I don't know where are you because I can't see you, mate. You got to tell me the username or something. I can't see you anywhere. There's nothing popping up on my screen in terms of friend requests or follows or something. No challenges. That's another fella from the club. And I can't see anything coming from you, like following and this and that. I don't see you anywhere. I'm happily following you back as a friend or something, but there's nothing showing me that you're here on Lee Chess. Oh, yes. Yep. Yeah. Let me do this stuff quickly now. There's something, multitasking is never good. I hate it. Doing more than one thing at a time. This is bad. You do more than one things at a time, nothing actually really gets done properly. That's what happens. That's a myth with people doing like 10 things at once. It's just not okay. Anyway, it's just a digression. Doesn't mean anything. So yes, I've got now your username. I'm gonna follow you in a jiffy. Let me fix that incoming crazy mad messages that detract me from what I'm doing. So let me type in then your username, my friend. Share. Dude, there is no Chess Mitra. I put your username as you've indicated, and I can't see you on the magnifier glass here. You ain't here, man. I mean, I just type it in. It don't show me nothing with this username of yours. You don't exist unless there is a missing letter or there's something you need to add or tell me. You're not here. Oh, right. What's this? Is it this one? Okay. Cool. So let's do a what'd you say? You want to play a rapid? Okay. Let's play a rapid then. And then we're gonna analyze this one. Chess Mitra. Let me challenge you then. Challenge to a game. I guess 10. I guess something like 5-second increment. Okay. Let's go. Either side, I think. I think I put either side, so you may be white or black. So let's go on with this. You should be receiving it now. Okay, waiting for the opponent. You there? If you're there, you could just accept it. If you want, of course. Okay, let's go on with this. So how's it going, Sam? How's it going, Taro? How's things, dudes? How are you keeping up? Yeah, 10 minutes, 5-second increment. Let's do a check, I guess. Can't be a bad idea. Let's do some, maybe like double pawns or something. Maybe. You never know. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. Not a bad idea. Let's see. High takes. Probably be a bad idea to castle, right? Should be okay. For 7-4-3-7. Just simple chess, I guess. Developing, getting things moving, activating. I'd say perhaps for black. The 2-pawn islands are a bit more optimistic than the white's double pawns on the c. So if there's anything funny about white, it's just those double pawns on the c file. Which I would try to attack whenever I can. So they had to take, right? Now I'm still debating with myself if I should take with a pawn invitation for the rook or should take with a knight. So, okay, apparently I've decided already. Okay, still the same things applicable. White is having the double pawns on the c. So if there's anything happening now, it's just in relation with those two double pawns. That's that. This is the thing that I try to focus on. Now white attacks, obviously, guys. It's b7 under pressure. I gotta do something about. There is option. There's a couple of options, but I'm still debating. Don't think that bad. Really don't think that's a bad idea. After all, I don't think that's a bad idea. I think queen c5 is not a very bad idea because it has a compensation. Yeah, he goes for the right stuff, you see. He wants me to take so that he could give a very healthy pawn connection there, but I don't want to, as you would imagine. And now let me see how the heck can I just deny this? Yeah, that's funky. I don't know what to say. Maybe. I could just bloody go here. I don't know just yet. This one is a serious one. Probably they're going to play this. Probably. Taking. I don't want to take. I swear, bloody hell, I don't want to take at all. I don't want to take. Maybe this or that. So you see, I've got two options here I'm considering. Queen b6 or queen c6. One of these two. Queen b6 doesn't trade. Queen takes, freaking taking back with a pawn. Queen c6, invitation for the bishop to go. Bishop e2, bishop f3, attacking me. Queen and b7. Then queen takes c4. Bishop takes b7. They ain't gonna be very good for them. Let's go like this, I guess. Unless I'm missing some freaking details here. But I think queen c6 is probably quite kind of good. Yeah, I guess it's kind of good after all. It's interesting. Again, the only slight leverage and advantage that black might have here is completely reliant on the pawn structure. So this game, I think it's instructive from this point of view. Black is having two pawn islands connected, if you look at them. And white is having two double pawns on the c file. This is the weakness for white, I would say. So if there's anything, I'll try to grab some of those guys. That's it. I got no other plan. So you're asking me if I got another plan? Not really. I'm just focusing on the C file. I grab what I can. If he gives me pawn, I'll take. I have to. Because there's nothing else to do, by the way. There's no knights, so there's no headaches with the forks and stuff. The dark square bishop's gone. The knight's pair gone. You see? Oh, yeah. And I think this game will be decided in between me and our friend here, Jasmitra. This game will be decided positionally in regards to the pawn structure. And of course, how accurately you could perform yourself in this type of position. That's it. And of course, time management and all the stuff. So it's instructive from this point of view. It's a positional middle game transitioning to end game, and people have to play positional chess now. It's just a position, not that much of a tactic, I think. The more we're gonna trade off the pieces, the less tactical it gets. Yeah. Now I gotta figure out something. This one is a catastrophe. I gotta figure out something else. Well. This one? Yeah, probably. Yeah, why the heck not? Bang, then the guy gonna take one of the two rooks. I'm pretty sure he gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. And if I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna do, I don't know, this, and I'm gonna do this, and they're gonna do this, then I could do this. I could do this, because if he does this, I'm gonna shut off with this. Oh, I think it practically kind of like works. I suppose, right? I mean, should be working. Yeah, what can I say? Shouldn't I get the rook myself? I mean, come on, just get the rooks, man. Should I hit the freaking queen straight away? I don't know, that's another idea. I mean, I could attack the queen, but... I mean, yeah, sure, of course I can. Yeah, of course I can. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't... This, or is a freaking rook getting in action now? Oh. Hmm. They... Probably. So I'm having two candidate moves. Well, I've got 3 or 4, frankly. Yeah, perhaps. There's also this one. Bang. Boom. Bang. I mean, I could do this at any time, I guess. Right? Ah, screw it. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's been decided, I guess. F5. Give me a little bit of space. I might be able to pushing one of... I mean, I might be able to play E4 if they go for the bishop F3. So I might be, probably. Keep the status quo like this. And we'll see. Interesting, we'll see. There's a bit of pressure on that particular C4 weakness of them. See. What else? Maybe rooks have to come a little bit more active into the game. So, yeah, we can look at that one. So, F5 was one candidate move. Of course, rook FD8 was another candidate move. A5 was another candidate move in my mind. I've decided to play F5 because it feels... Well, not just it feels... Yeah, it feels, it looks, and makes sense. It's a offensive defensive move. I don't know how you want to look at this. Well, I'm playing every day like so some of our TikTokers, I'm playing every day like if I'm commuting especially, I'm definitely playing some blitzes, which I don't take incredibly serious. And when I'm streaming, I'd rather have a preference for doing rapid games, because that first allows me to pretend I'm thinking a bit more. Secondly, I can actually verbalize whatever thoughts cross my mind, so I can communicate them to you, my friends. So for this reason, yeah, I'd stream and do rapid so I can discuss, engage in some chess talks here, and yeah, I think that probably is the best thing. And every now and then, if I'm awakened enough, I could do some puzzles maybe. But when I do puzzles, normally the viewers are the heavy piece here, so they actually do the puzzles. I'm pretending I'm doing them. So I like that one too, because the viewers do the puzzles and I just, as per usual, claiming credit for them and stuff. But yeah, no, I just do an honest effort when I'm doing puzzle too. But I'm not always that sharp, So I think it's very sustainable. The current position again, I'd draw attention upon the two double pawns on the C file. This is the only game I'm having in mind. Attack over the double pawns. I guess I would go for any freaking trades if I can, and just try to see if I can grab a pawn. So that's that. Of course, with the rook's incursion on the D file, if my opponent gets a rook on the D, I'm going to get a rook on the D as sure as hell. I'm going to get it straight away. So now they decided to push the pawn. Okay. I guess. Okay then. I think they might want to do this. I think. Doesn't mean I have to take though. I'll tell you that. I go for this. They don't have to necessarily capture, right? Do this, I still have this though, bloody hell. This I could also run away a little bit. Not sure though. Think about that. Not sure. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. What about this? Nope. Don't like it. What about this? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Gonna do that? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe you're gonna do it. Or yeah. Expect. Well, I need to stop them from playing Queen B5, man. I'm telling you. I might be getting myself lost in some details, but I think I need to stop them to play Queen B5. Now, this one can be replied with, but Queen B5 is an annoying little move there. I guess I have to address this. I mustn't allow my opponent to play that Queen B5. I mustn't. I mustn't. Heck, man. Nope. We got to stop this. Look, A6 is that move. At the end of this game, me and our friend Chesmitra, we're going to come back to some critical hot points in the game's evolution. And I'm going to look back at this particular choice. What move is that? Move number 17. This A6 move, I'm going to tell you why I decided to play it. A6 move prevents my opponent to play Queen B5 and put me in a position either run away with the Queen or trade off or go Queen B6, which I hate them all. A6 is a apparently ridiculous move. I hope it's not. But what does do primarily is that it stops white queen to go Queen B5. Therefore, they can't propose a trade. Therefore, they still having the weak pawn structure, double C pawn. Right. So A6 maintains my opponent's weakness. Again, if they ganging up on the B7, I don't think that's a problem. We always get a rook that ready to go on B8 if necessary or stuff. I guess. So that being said, A6 is one of those things that kind of have to be played. They just have to be. You got to do it, I guess. I would have rather gotten a rook on the D. If you ask me long term, yeah, of course. I agree. But I think A6 is a little bit fundamental option. It's one of those options. Now, you're not very keen on doing it, but it bloody serves a great purpose. It's important so that you can hope to preserve your opponent's weakness, which is the double pawns on the C file. So if you ever wonder why, maybe. Well, Casino Chess, it might be inaccuracy, exactly as you say, but I'm a human. I am a human. He may be, I don't say no. But I'm just verbalizing my thought process. So I'm telling you what I'm thinking, and yeah, maybe we're gonna revisit later on the moves and stuff. Again, I'm just a human. Pardon, but that's my justification for this. I'm not saying there wasn't no good moves, or oh no, oh no. I'm pretty sure there were a couple of good stuff to play anyway. So yeah, back to business. Where were we? Well, it's time to. I think it's time to do something about the D file. That's exactly what I was expecting my opponent to play. And one of those, well, I can't go on the. That one feels a little bit, oh, don't matter now. I don't know. So no later. Let's see. It's a cool one. I don't know what to say about this. I have to move just a little bit faster. I think it's kind of cool. I'm happy with the move they did, but I have to move a little bit faster now. Whatever faster means. Okay, let's just move. I'm running out of time anyway. Yeah, we're gonna get into the detail, Kasha. Kasha Chess, the goddess of chess. We're gonna get there in a second. Almost in a second. That's a good idea. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure C5 played by our friend Chess Mitra was the best move for white, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, what the heck? Let's just do it in this fashion, man. Oh sugar, that guy is pinned, isn't it? It's pinned, no? I can't. I could go here. No, I can't. I'm an idiot. Still not the right move. I'm playing sloppy now because of the 40 seconds left. Okay, I'll talk less. I heard it helps. I heard it helps. Oh, sugar. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff gotta take into account now. I lost the freaking pawn right here. Yeah, well, so bloody late now. Smart. And not just that. Not just that. That is great. Maybe you want to share the game. I'm pretty sure you've written down. If you bit Nigel Davis, the GM, I think you wanna share the game. I will want to do that in a heartbeat. And I would be very happy if you were to share the game because That's the right thing to do. They're gonna go for some stuff. Yeah, of course. So, the heck am I defending that? I can't. Things are. But man, you're gonna do check. You're gonna take bloody more. That guy's going down anyway. That's a check anyway. Yeah, I screwed it up in the end. I guess due to time issue control and stuff. Yeah, probably there was better choices. That stuff that I played with the King F6 at some point was a lousy move. That wasn't a good. That King F6 that I played, that wasn't a good one. So feel free to copy paste the PGN and let's look at that game of yours. Gosh. Can I catch up? Yeah, I can stop that guy. But it ain't good because it ain't good. It ain't good. Stop them. I don't know if I can stop them. It's too many. He connected them. I played a bad move, I guess, in the end. Yeah, I played the bad move. That's not going to hold too much. So yeah, that queen to f6 wasn't a good one. It wasn't a good one. Well, that's a shame. Can we find it somewhere, like online or something? Can we find it, you reckon? Gonna march on with that guy. Look, this is a little bit done. I messed up in the end, I guess. Had I had more time available, maybe I would have dreamt about. Now there's nothing else for me. Just try to run like a rabbit. What IDA or the other guy that I've highlighted here on the screen. That's it. There's nothing else. I have to. And I gotta be bloody fast. I don't accept message. Okay, let's fix that setting then. So Kasha, I'm gonna fix the lead chess setting, and hopefully we're gonna do it. Or if you wanna read it out, I'm happily I'm happily playing the moves, and you can read them out. I mean, like type it in if that's not a monstrosity of an offer. But I'm really keen to seeing the game you played against the GM. And if you beat them over the board, it's just let me congratulate you right now. If the game is to be found on ChessBase or just any other official platform, I'm going straight away, Asha. And great performance, if that was indeed great performance, beating a GM as you said you did. It's great. It's great. I mean, it's awesome. Was it the Rapid you played? Classical Rapid? The Blitz? I guess I have to run, and I have to run now. Yeah, well, maybe. Maybe. Sugar. I gotta move fast, and I need a little bit of a tempo, and yeah, well, yeah. You're gonna go this way, dude. Bang, boom, queen. Yeah, no, I'm getting a queen, man. I think I'm crazy. I gotta get a queen, and I gotta check this guy very much. Yeah, I have to check him now. Yes, now they can't, because when they play this, Black's gonna go with this. So that's about it. Then they're gonna play, I don't know what. I don't know what they're gonna play. I don't think it matters at this stage because there is this, because there is this, because there is whatever, and there is this guy too. So I think, oh, it was a simul. Okay, Kasha. Okay, I get it. I thought you actually played the classical rapid 1-1 and you beaten the GM, which would have been, I think, the best thing ever, so to speak. But it was a simul. Okay, I don't think it's bad anyway. The GM is a very strong person, is a very strong player, a grandmaster. I think it's like what, 2,000 grandmasters in the world currently. So you managed to beat one of the very top of one of the very few, the best ever guys. I mean, amongst the best. So great performance anyway. So on a chess nerd, I blundered too. I don't know if you noticed, but I blundered big time, especially in the end. I blundered. Now, when you've allowed me to having two passes, that was the stop. But it was very difficult, and the time constraints, I'm pretty sure, Chestnut, the time constraints were very tough. Oh, yeah, of course. But we did blunders. So, Kasha, okay, what the heck am I supposed to do with the settings, man? I think I have to do some settings here. What is it? I'm gonna get into the settings now and try to fix the hold on a sec. Let me just cover a little bit because I'm gonna go into the settings and do some accepting messages from like just folks. Preferences, where the heck do I go? We're gonna look in the game chest nerd in a second, dude. Let me do the notifications. Or what's that? Notifications, study invite, challenges, messages, daily mail, bell notification. I don't want bell notification, man. Study invite, kid mode. What? Display privacy. What is that? Let other players message you. Yes, always. Yeah. Okay. Kasha, I think I might have just fixed it. Let me put on the stuff here. Okay, cool. Try now to copy paste because I think I've allowed like practically anybody. So, Chestnut, let's look through, man, because I'm pretty sure we've done a couple of bad stuff here, both you and me. So, okay, that's funny. Uh, sorry, you were white, I was black. Okay, bishop b4, that's a check. You blocked, and now I took straight away. Yeah, I think I've got a message from you, Kash. Yeah, we're gonna look into it immediately. So what did I play? Queen to e7. E3 played the chess mitra. Pretty much equal, says the Almighty. Now I took equal. Bishop e2. A little bit of a advantage, but not a great deal of nothing. Queen to d2. Okay. d6, I mean, normal, right? h3. Okay. Bishop e6. I just want to develop an attack if I can. Takes. Knight takes and pawn takes. I don't think this one is bad for black at all because of the double pawns that we discussed anyway. Queen to b going for the b7. What did I play here? Is this one a move? Yeah, but not the strongest. I was not a very smart fella because queen g5 actually would have been a most aggressive move, attacking g2 straight away. So it was an interesting choice, but actually black is supposed to go with the most viral attacking move. That queen g5 is the stuff, of course. Of course, queen g5, always. g6 is not the type of move I'm playing here. I mean, I'm not a machine, but okay, I understand. g6 probably because stuff like that, just pushing stuff forwards. But yeah, queen g5. Probably I should have thought of that, but hey. But hey ho, let's go. So this one not the smartest move ever. My opponent played, what did Mitra play? Queen b4. Queen b5, actually, I was expecting him to play. He wanted me to take, of course. I don't want to take. So queen c6, he castled. What did I play? I always said during the stream, rook fd8 and a8. If you guys remember, I said when I was playing live, I said this and I said this as a candidate move. I said that all the time. And I also said the b6, but I wasn't fully convinced of it. I was a little bit taken aback by the bishop f3 idea, so I wasn't very confident. But all this stuff was... So what the heck did I play actually in the game? f5. Yeah, I guess it's playable, but not the greatest or the smartest. But hey, I mean, I just wanted to make sure I'm getting space and pushing that guy. And okay, What did I play here? A6. Jesus. Ah, here's it. The fifth move of the engine. It was, hey, the second move of the engine, A6. Oh, sugar. Kasha, A6 is not a bad move, man. A6 is not a bad move. It's not. My reasoning process, the reasoning process that I've explained during the live game against our friend Chess Mitra here, is actually standing. A5, I also said about A5. I also said about playing A5. But as a human, I've appreciated that A6 stops my opponent's attempts to trade off queens with queen B5. So I hope... no, A5 is better, says the Almighty, with the minus 0.2. Not that much of a fault. So A5 is, I don't know how you want to read this, minus 0.2. Do you actually see that? Yes, you do. Because now we put the engine on. So A5, the most aggressive. A6, that was my choice because I don't want to allow my opponent to play queen B5. So I played A6, which is not a bad choice. So I'm happy, actually. I'm actually happy that the engine confirms the thought that I had and the explanation that I've given. So my opponent pushed now. Yeah, I was thinking about F4 all the freaking time. F4. I was thinking about that one too. But I got a rook. Is this awful? No, it's not awful. Rook a d8. Okay, the last move. But hey, yeah, okay. I mean, it's a human approach, you see. Although, gets the rook away from the f file, which you potentially might be able to open up with f4 or something. We all do blunders, Chess Mitra, because we're humans, and it's not that much time. And if you're looking at the clock, we're actually having like 2 minutes. Okay. Was this a good move, King f7? Yeah, kind of. I mean, yeah, you can understand this. It's a human approach. I didn't took with the rook because I didn't know how the heck am I supposed to get the other rook in action, and I'm giving them the D file. So how the heck am I playing this? Yes, Chestnut, that is correct. C5 played him. What did I play here? C5, I don't think it's a... Actually, it looks like the first move of the engine. How is that? Oh, C5 the best move for white? And why? I mean, like in human language. Why is C5 such a good move? Can someone, guys, can someone enlighten us? Why is C5 such a great move? Ah, I think I know why. C5 is a great move because of the freaking bishop C4. Removes the piece, the bishop. Yes. Yeah, but I'm losing the D file. That was what baffled me. I mean, rook takes D1, then white would have taken back Kasha with rook a D1, and then how the heck am I claiming the D file again myself? Anyway, I thought that C5 wasn't a great move, but actually the engine is on the different opinion. What did I play here? I play rook D5. Of course, rook D5 makes sense. Yes, we could say that, Kasha, yeah. So now they took, I took, and we played this. What am I supposed to play? Rook D8, which I did. They play this. What did I play now? King F6 is a horrible move. So, Chestnut, I played the blunder here, brother. Big blunder, like huge blunder. King F6 is a horrible move. It doesn't do a damn thing. Even King E8 would have been better. Actually, the best King E8. The best because the bishop is free to go. And it's free to attacking G2. So King E8 defends the rook and attacks G2. So King E8 was the move. But because I find it very difficult to play backward moves with any piece, I didn't evaluate it correctly. Plus, I was like on 2 minutes. No, I was like on 50 seconds. So So I couldn't get myself to play king yet. I like to think that if I had more time available, I would have considered a move like king e8. I like to think that, just to feel a little bit good about my own bad choices, so to speak. King f6 is a human-like move. You want to get the king to the center of the things, but actually my bishop is pinned. So this is a disaster of a move, king f6. It's a horrible move. Jesus Christ. King f6 is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I thought for a second that my bishop is free, and I'm not free at all. I'm actually pinned. So this is absolutely awful. Nah, it's the time issue, brother. It's the time. So I'm telling you the main course, so to speak. I'm having 40 seconds on a clock. You're having 2 minutes and something. The time is the main assassin of the fort's quality. The lack of time. You don't have time, you play horrible chess. That happens to me every single time. I find it very challenging to play below a minute. I mean, it's just crazy. I like to think here I would have found king e8 in normal circumstances. But just that's what is. Now, luckily, you simplified here. Luckily, so to speak. So now you went on for trades. Now, another funky idea. Bishop b3. What a move, man. Anyway, I'm pinned. I can't take because you take my rook. What would this one do in principle? Ah, sugar. This one actually allows queen to travel and ding and boom. Yes. Now that's a thing. That's a thing. No, so this is great. This is great. This is actually great. But when you took here, now I understand anyway the reasoning. You actually want to get your queen to h4, which you did. Which you did. You did play this, and probably I played another blunder. King f7, okay. Rook takes, queen takes, and now you're grabbing my pawns. Now you took a pawn from me? What did I play? I was supposed to play e4 here? Yeah, right. I mean, okay, e4. Yeah, okay, I get it. Because I'm protecting with the queen f5. I understand. I'm protecting I'm protecting f5. I don't get checked. Very important. Yes. Now I get it. But hey, again, with the 40 seconds, 50 seconds on the clock, don't think I'm able to thinking that much and so accurately. I'm sorry. Yeah, I understand e4. e4 allows black queen to defend against one queen taking a check and stuff. So I just played something quick. And now I've run out of good moves. I run out of good moves. I tried to, but I'm dead. Queen h5. It doesn't look good, fellas. Yeah, now you're gonna go for the c7 pawn. I'm a little bit finished. This is done. I can't defend. I can't defend c7. I'm dead. I think so. Let's take it step by step and see what was the breaking point. So we both blundered. You want to trade here? Did I do the right move? Yeah, looks like, but I'm still dead. I'm very dead. I'm so dead. And now, of course, he pushed c5. Now, I mean, I'm finished. This is done. I'm so done. You push F, took, and pushed, of course. You go down, you don't trade. Because if I were to take white king takes and then this guy is dead and then that's it. I mean, you're just finished. So I had to push e4. You play king. Okay, moving king to the other side. I can't touch the c because when I touch the c, the guy is going to promote. So just like that, I'm pretty much done. Your bullet is way better than mine. I can't do bullet, brother. I mean, my bullet is awful. I mean, it's the most awful ratings. It's my bullet. I can't. I mean, bullet for me is just. I don't even know where the heck am I. So, see, is this? I mean, I'm just done at this stage. Anything I'm playing is just horrible. Black is losing here. So my opponent took with the A. He was supposed to take with the C. Even with A, he still preserves great advantage. But now I'm just I'm just bluffing. King d4. Jesus Christ. He was supposed to push the H pawn, I guess, or g4. Yeah. Now the Almighty says that you gotta go with the G, not with the H, mind you. This is very difficult. This is not easy, Chestnut and Gambe. This position is not easy to evaluate it in a few seconds and to push the freaking correct pawn. This is not easy. As you can read on the screen, there is no H pawn move. I'm guessing if you play H, you lose. Why? Because I think I'm promoting before you and I'm stopping your pawn here. In case anybody is wondering why not pushing the H, is because of this. If white pushes the H pawn now, black promotes on A1 first. And when black promotes, actually stops the white pawn from turning into queen, right? So that is the reason for why that H pawn doesn't work. And this is freaking very subtle. And actually, I'm realizing this having the displayed moves and having your presence, guys, and I'm understanding very late. But this stuff, to evaluate it correctly in a couple of seconds, this is very freaking subtle. Very subtle. So the reason for which G is killing it is that white actually promotes on the G8 where there is no black queen. So when I'm getting a black queen on A8, white automatically is getting a black queen on G8. And I'm going to get toast eventually because you're practically having more white pawns. So this is just so instructive. So instructive. And this is not easy. So Chestnut, try not to beat yourself to death because of this. This is just not easy to find. I didn't see that. I only knew that the only chance I've got was just because of my two passes, respectively the E pawn. This guy and this guy. The only stuff for what the heck? The only stuff for black is this, guys. I got nothing. I got nothing else. And the only stuff for you is to understand that the H pawn can't successfully promote because of this guy. This is so not easy to find. No, I was playing against the human Dark Raven. And this is the stuff that's not easy. So yeah, now king allows actually black to pushing. Apparently it's a freaking draw. Apparently. Of course you pushed. I had to take because you promote. Apparently it's a draw, man. Jesus Christ. This is very difficult. So I pushed the pawn. Oh my lord. Man, this is so difficult, man. You telling me king e6 actually draws, putting the king on the same file with the black pawn about to be promoted. What crazy human you gotta be to play this? I mean, really, I mean, just at the first look, just look at this madness here. Really, just look at this. The move that actually keeps the draw available is to play king e6. Are you kidding me? King e6, what I'm supposed to actually promote. I mean, what kind of mind do you have to play to do king e6 here? I mean, honest question. How many of us would actually play king e6 here? Looking at the black pawn about to promote. If I were you, chess nerd, c6 is my 99.99. Especially in a 40-second sequence. I would just push c6 automatically. Just immediately. I'm not sure I would find king e6. So king e6. And I'm going for the queening. And the guy plays king d7? Jesus almighty. Jesus Christ. So now queen, and actually you're going to go with this guy? Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, that's so obvious. Very simple. Very simple. Oh, yeah, it's just so obvious. Yeah, right. Yeah, sure. I mean, everybody sees this in 30 seconds. Absolutely everybody. Oh, yeah. So this is another instructive moment. Whoa, yeah. Chestnut, you're being very kind, brother. Thank you very much anyway. I think it's very instructive for all of us. And I have to tell you that if I were like with your pieces, I think I would have played exactly the same stuff. Sorry for being a disappointment, but I don't know how many guys would go King E6 here. I'm very honest. King E6. King E6, fully knowing that black's gonna promote with queen, and you're gonna go here and then go check and push and come on. Oh, come on. Yes. Obvious my back. This is so not obvious. You gotta have nerves of. You gotta be cool as a cucumber to go for this. I'm sorry. You have to be really like blood of a lizard. You gotta be a reptile, you know, to go with this kind of King E6, King D7. You gotta be the mother of the lizards. Or the father of the lizard. I don't know. You just choose your own poetic license. You know what I mean, guys. Jesus Christ. I'm watching in awe. Because I'm watching in awe and I'm so disappointed I'm a human. That's exactly what I would have played. Dear Chestnut, feel free to cut, crop, share whatever sequence of this video. Feel free, my friend. It's absolutely fine. I'm doing it pro bono anyway. So feel free to if that's useful. But it's very instructive. And I'm watching it in awe and desperation. Because I would have played exactly the same sequences as you. Unfortunately. Jesus. Yeah, of course. Okay, now Queen is coming. It's game over. But this is so difficult to see. So don't forget to tell our friends that actually was just a few seconds on the clock. Other than that, you might have been able to see it. So, Kasha, have you copy pasted the stuff? Harry the something. He was black, he said. I think the guy that I played with before. All right. So should I answer? I think I should say thank you very much and stuff. Okay, I'll answer later. So Kasha, if you want to copy paste now, because I've opened up the chat, I think you could just do it. Fear my name. So fear my name. Chess Mitra is a strong bullet player and blitz player, but this is very difficult to find. I mean, for me, it would have been very difficult to find. You gotta be super cool to find G4. You gotta be super cool to find G4 here. Oh no, here, G4. You really have to be very, very clear mind to understand that black is gonna promote, you're gonna promote, but actually you are more aggressive because of the B, C, D pass pawns. Chestnut, you're the best, man. And thank you for the lesson. This is just crazy. King E6 now. So the very hot points, Chestnut, is actually G4. Move number, what, 43? And then another very critical point is actually King E6 here. Aha, so that's Kasha. Okay, cool. I think I got a message from you, Kasha. You can copy paste maybe the stuff you played with Nigel Davis, with the GM. Even if it was simultaneous. Yeah, okay. A very difficult endgame, I have to say. Very difficult endgame. But what a great opportunity to learning and understanding. Yeah, I think I followed you back. Have I not? Did I? I got it here. Cheers, brother. Okay, so you were black. That is fabulous. Yes. Okay, let's do this, brother. Let's do this. Let's do this straight away. Absolutely. Let's copy paste the PGN here, my friends. Whoa. So, guys, we got a match here that Parry played it. He was black. Wait a minute. Let me just go back to the beginning. Flip the board so we're having Barry's experience with the black pieces. Just to let you know, guys, reminder, the player with the white pieces is a GM, Mr. Nigel Davis. And Perry played it yesterday, and he won. D4. Okay. F5. The Dutch. Let's go. Well, chess players are essentially voyeurs, and they draw pleasure from the conceptual aesthetic of the ideas. So I think it's acceptable, this kind of voyeurism, Mr. Gambe. I think this is acceptable morally and whatever frame you want to put it into. So it ain't nothing bad to extract conceptual satisfaction from watching ideas. I think this is absolutely fine. Plato would have a very good opinion on you. He loved the ideas too. So there was another voyeur. Or let's put it contemplating guy. He was contemplating ideas, right? So bishop takes. Let me move stuff back here. Oh, no engine during the first hand analysis, and then we're going to take it from there. So you are black, okay. Developing. Knight h3, weird move, but I guess a GM can do it. I guess the guy may want to jump over to that particular square as well at some point. So you play this one preemptively. You play this one just to anticipate that your opponent might be playing knight f4, if I'm correct. Yeah. Yeah, we should be going back and reading Plato and Aristoteles whenever you got time and stuff. We got to keep reading everything as much as we can. Knight f4, c6, that's the most natural move ever. c6. You know, Perry, it's like you closing now the doors for the guy to do something in your half territory. You closing off everything. You also have a beautiful idea with the queen here. I don't know if you played it or not. h4. You would expect the grandmaster to play aggressively. Chestnut, thank you very much for your present, brother. Yeah, will do. See you next time. Thank you very much, my friend. h5. So you're blocking off everything here, Perry. Bishop d3. He develops. You develop. He tries to reroute the knight. Okay. Ah, you want to play c4. Of course he wants to play c4. Queen c. a3 first. It's a symbol, so the guy tries to not blunder and just playing good stuff. I understand. Guys, this is Perry with black, and white is Nigel Davis, GM, that played yesterday, and he lost against our friend here. So I'm very happy to watching this game. Yeah, we could say that. b3. Kasha, I would say b3 here is not the strongest stuff. I don't want to ask the engine anything. I want to think with my own mind at the first hand analysis. So tell me your honest opinion, guys. Do you think b3 is actually the best shot here for white? Really? b3 doesn't smell okay. It just doesn't smell okay. I don't like b3 for white. I mean, I understand that probably he want to stop any knight and things and all, but it doesn't feel the strongest stuff. Maybe they should have just castle short? Just saying. I know it's not ambitious, but castle short, I don't think... Or maybe knight g3? Knight g3, castle short. b3 doesn't feel... It doesn't feel the right approach. Okay, I get it. But when he pushes c4, Perry, when he plays c4, you actually have a lot of power too. Do you know what I mean? You have a lot of power yourself. So again, I'm not sure about this. Oh boy, you castle long now? Really? Gee, man. Okay. I think I would have probably just thought about some bishop somewhere. Maybe some bishop d6, maybe some bishop h6, something like this. I think I would have played the bishop. But hey, you've beaten the GM, not me. So kudos to you, brother. I mean, you did it. What a performance. Congrats, man. Really congrats. Happy to have met you today. Cheers for that. Cheers for new friends. Well, g6 is only attacked by the knight and stuff, so I think your bishop on f7 can just stay there. But anyway, it's complicated now. It's getting funnier and funnier. Castle long. I think I would have played just bishop d6 or something. c4. Bishop can't go to d6 because you want to play knight c8, d6. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Bang, boom, boom. Beautiful. Beautiful parry. Yeah. Now, that's a nice thought. Now, that's a beautiful one. Knight c8, knight d6 for knight e4. This is great, man. This is really great. This is great. I love it. Your plan is just seems to be okay. The only stuff that gives me great uncomfort is that knowing my opponent wants to go with the C and open up the C file. I mean, you can't tell me that you're comfortable with some rooks or castle short and rooks coming on the C. I don't think you're comfortable with that, you know? So probably I would have delayed the castle long, but hey, that's just me. Maybe you got it right. Maybe I got it wrong. I don't know what to tell you. It's just I'm not feeling okay with those rooks on the c5. What? You played rook h6 here? This is so shocking. It's like a little anomaly there. What is that? Rook h6? I mean, I understand you want to provide further defending on g6. You want to move the bishop somewhere. I guess you want to grab here and you want to play rook h6 to defend this guy. Is it the thing? So you played rook h6 to defend g6 so you can actually capture on c4 something? Just try to... But boy, this is a little bit surprising. It's interesting. I'll tell you something. It's interesting. It is interesting. I don't know if I would have played the rook h6. I mean, I don't know what I would play. I don't know. But it's getting interesting. That allows you to go knight d5 straight away. Oh, you didn't go knight d5. Is it bad, this? Is this such a bad move? Knight d5, just wondering. Is this such a bad move? If the guy takes, you're gonna take back with what? With the bishop. Right? Is knight d5 a bad idea? Just... So, thank you, Malik. Thank you, who's that? Benji. Thanks, Mike TikTok. Hey, guys, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, please, if you can. That's helpful for the live stream. So I think I would go knight d5 here. You got c5 tricks. Knight d7. Knight... Ah, I see. Okay, knight takes. And if pawn takes... What? Dude, it's funny. Okay, I understand the potential for the c5 because the rook and bishop and all. Okay, I probably understand there is some complications here. I get it. Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But myself, I would just save myself time, just go knight d5. I think it maybe, but it feels a bit like I'm blocking my own stuff. So I would just go knight d5 here. I'll tell you honestly. I'll go knight d5. I don't think how much time I spend here. I think I would go very quickly knight d5. Rarely. Backward moves, very rarely I go for. Unless I have no choice. I get it. Bishop c5 followed by knight e5. Oh, that's sweet. I understand. Bang, and after guy takes, you're going to play this, attack the queen, and then attack the bishop together with the rook. This is beautiful. That's a beautiful plan you had there, Perry. Yes. Now I understand what you're meaning. Now that's beautiful. Yes. Yes. Okay. It's something I haven't thought of. I'm a little bit more simplistic, but I think your thought is good. They castle short. Hey, that is just... Jesus Christ, look at this. You actually still attack the queen, attack the bishop. If the guy takes, you actually take, you attack the knight that defends the bishop. Dude, you played like a GM, no? You beat the GM because you played like a GM. Yeah, it was a simul. I get it. But I have to say, this is very cool stuff you played, Perry. Very cool stuff. I mean, to play Knight on Prise now, attacking the Queen and the Bishop, the guy takes, you take back. This is cool. Very, very nice. Very nice. Jesus. Absolutely sweet. Now you took, the guy took. Oh, freaking hell, you're actually winning a pawn here? Well, of course, queen takes or something, but if you take... No, you can't take it because they take back with a knight. Still, you can take this. You can take the queen, but do you want to take the queen? What did you do? You took. The guy took. Okay. Oh, that is so nice. And all of a sudden, Perry, you've got the bishop pair. All of a sudden, your bishop pair versus two knights that don't have too much of an activity. Yeah, the rook on h6 is a bit awkward. I'll give you that. But your bishops are nightmare for your opponent. Your bishops are nightmare. I mean, what? Whoa, you took? Oh, you're winning a pawn. You're winning a pawn because the guy takes and you take bishop c5. They can't take back. So if they take, they have to take. Then you take this one and actually, yes. You know, when you play against the grandmaster like you did in this game, every single pawn matters absolutely. And actually, this is how you win the game. Look, dude, you played very well, man. What's your FIDE rating? My Blitz FIDE over the board is 1822. I played one tournament last year. I should have played monthly, but I have massive time constraints and I gotta pay those bills, so I can't just play so much chess over the board. And bishop d6. So of course you moved away. You want to go for some... Oh, you want to stop knight f4 eventually. You got to do something with the rook on h6 though. Yes, you just done something. Step by step, you built up a better position. You've got 7 pawns versus 6. And you've got a pawn majority here, B, A versus A. So from this point of view, black is doing better. Dude, I think you play very creatively and you go spot on. You go surgically for every single weakness you can do to your opponents, and you go for that. Dude, you're doing very well stuff, man. Really, really beautiful move, that one too. I love it. Absolutely love it. You open up exactly the G file where the opponent is. So that forces them. But you know what I like about this move you played? You force the guy to get the rook away from the C file to defend this guy, because if they took, you take back and have a beautiful pawn island here, and you're going to get that white king very much vulnerable now. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely sweet. I mean, just look at this. It's absolutely, it's great. It's great for so many reasons. It's just great. Exactly. Oh my God, you actually made the knight completely unplayable. Jesus Christ, this is so beautiful. They can't go, they gotta go back. Then if they go there, you're just gonna take. You're just gonna take. You do more rook's activation. Okay. I guess if the guy wants to push, you're gonna go forwards or something. Now you take, I guess. Of course you took. They took. Now you stop them anyway. They can't push the pawn because you're gonna take with either rook. This is so gorgeous, man. Congrats. You defend. Double up on that 5th rank. I think you got another plan. I think you may want to do this kind of stuff eventually. B6, of course. You kind of like have to. But also you could play c5, I guess. Sooner or later. You move the king away from the c first. You pushed it regardless because you got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how it goes. You've got to do positional, mathematical, surgical moves, and this is so glorious. Dude, you played absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it was a simul. We can cut him a bit of slack, but you did incredibly well. And now you got yourself a pass pawn, man. You had a pawn majority anyway, but now you've got a pass pawn. You've got a B pawn. And white is losing because of that. And not just that, there is a isolated pawn on the H. If you kind of manage, I don't know when, if you manage to get the rook to attack, that guy is gone. And then you're going to have yourself another pass pawn. But white is doing worse here. Beautiful. Yeah, you're just pushing the pawn. He tries to, but I think it's a bit too late. You're going to build up a bridge. When in the moment you push the b5 to b4 and the guy goes to attack your pawn, you're actually going to build up a bridge. So that's about it. You get yourself the queen before they do. It's gone because you're going to promote before them. That's it. There's nothing they could do at this stage. It is game over. It's game over. It's just so game over. You just push the pawn. Oh, is there something wrong with this? Just wondering. Oh, you actually. Oh, wait a minute. You have you. There is no reason for you to forcing things or anything. If they check, you're gonna go in front of the pawn. When you play this guy is compromised completely, and you got no issue whatsoever. Very elegant and nerves of steel. Perry, it's just great, man. This is just great. Okay, it's just crumbling. Everything's crumbling now. Are you gonna build up a bridge eventually? They can't do nothing. I don't think they could do anything. And now you go with the other pawn. It's game over. I think it was game over for a while, but this was just so good. Very good. It was really, really good stuff. I've enjoyed watching your game you played yesterday against Nigel Davis. I think it's great. Save it in your archive. It's great stuff you did. And I think, Perry, as soon as you resume your over-the-board tournaments, I think you're probably gonna get some extra points, man. I think you conduct yourself very well over the board. Really. You played greatly. Awesome game. Congrats. Good stuff, and I really liked it. So, fellas, we're gonna call it a day for the time being. Thank you for being here, guys. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever the platform might be, so we can stay in touch for the future streams. Check my YouTube or TikTok archive if you want to have a quick look at some of the videos I put there. And other than that, I hope I'm going to see you again, Perry. Thank you too, brother. And congrats again. Thank you, Gambi. Thank you, Chestnut. Thank you, Perry. Thank you, Taro. Thank you, Benji. Musako, fear my name. Think about Malik. Thank you, brother. Appreciate. Thanks, ladies and gents. Been great being with you. And let's give it another shot tomorrow, which is Saturday. Tomorrow, Saturday.